Wait till I'm sitting there to...
Hi everyone, I'm Amy.
And I'm Noah.
Welcome to Magazine Envelopes. So for today's activity, what you're going to need is some sort of magazine. For example, right here, I have a National Geographic, but it can be whatever old magazines you have lying around the house. You're going to need your magazine, you're going to need a pair of scissors, you're going to need a glue stick, and you're going to need some construction paper or white printer paper, any sort of paper you can cut up into little squares. And that's all you need. So for the first thing you're going to do is take your magazine, give it a look through, and you're going to find a really cool, interesting page that you think would look great as a magazine envelope. So let's say I like this picture right here. I'm going to try to cut this photo out as straight as possible. If not, we can always trim the edges afterwards.
And if you're feeling brave, you can just rip it out, but that's a little bit trickier.
Yeah. So we're going to cut it out. Get nice and organized. If it's not exactly perfect, that's okay. We will fix them. So we both have our page. First thing you're going to do is whichever side is going to be the outside of the envelope. So for example, I'd like this to be my outside of my envelope. This will be the inside of my envelope. You're going to lay the outside of your envelope down on the table. We're then going to fold up the edges just ever so slightly. And we'll show you that. Let's say, what is this, 1/2 inch or so? So I folded up all of my edges 1/2 inch or so, as you can see where my folds are here. So it looks like that. And then we're going to take our glue stick and we're going to glue those edges down. So they're
Are we going to glue all of them down?
You can if you want to. If not, the top of our envelope, whichever is going to be the top, you can hold off on that one. But our bottom 3 edges will be glued down. So I put glue on these 3 sides to start, and I'm going to fold them down and glue them. So as you can see, glued, glued, glued. I'm then going to, still with the outside of my envelope laid down on the table, fold up roughly almost a full half, if not a little bit more, of the envelope straight up like so. So I've folded up this much to close off my envelope. And I'm now going to apply glue on the sides and seal that envelope.
Make sure you're not putting the glue in the middle or else you won't be able to mail anything.
So just on these 2 sides. And then we're going to fold it up. Press it down, seal it nice and tight. And now I should have a little envelope. This right here is not glued, so we can open it up, put our letters in, but sides are glued, back looks like this. And then your top can kind of be up to you. If you want to refold this down, glue it, and then just have it fold down as a rectangle, that's okay. You could fold it as a little triangle, glue it, fold it down, but open to your ideas in terms of how do you want to close your envelope. I'm going to fold down my tops like so, glue that top bit down.
And I'm doing a little bit of a hybrid. As you can see, I'm just folding the corners to the edges and gluing each flap down.
Yeah, and then I'm gonna just have my envelope close like a rectangle. But I won't glue this down yet until after I have finished my letter and I put the letter in the envelope. You could also use a sticker to close your envelope if you don't want to use glue.
Or tape.
Or tape.
And here you can see mine, a little bit different than Amy's, but equally effective.
So now we have an almost complete envelope, and we're gonna add our labels on so that we can put our mailing address and return address. So this is where our construction paper comes in. So you can choose a color, or if you wanna just use white paper, that's okay too. Any sort of scrap paper, a side without writing on it, can be used. So I'll use glue, and I'm gonna cut a couple little rectangles, roughly the size of where I'll want to put my mailing address and return address. So I'll figure out a size, maybe an inch by an inch or so.
And I'm not measuring exactly, but I'm cutting piece by piece and then putting it near my envelope so I can see roughly what I'm looking for.
And I was just folding and ripping. But here are some examples where I ripped a little square rectangle to put in the center for my mailing address, and another little square or rectangle to put up in the corner for my return address.
And once you have those rectangles, you can just glue the back of it and glue it straight onto
the outside
of your envelope. That one, and then I have to get my second one, my return address. And it's okay if they overlap a little bit. Mine will definitely overlap, but you can also, I don't think Amy's will. I think Amy's envelope is a little bit bigger than mine. And the bigger the magazine, the bigger the envelope you can have. So if you're looking for a small envelope, you could use small pages, but you might need some bigger pages or smaller folds. So here's my finished product, and there's Amy's, and Amy's is not folded at the moment.
And
Mine
I'll fold my top down like so once I'm done. And this is where we will put our mailing address in the center, return address in the top left corner. Our stamps go in our top right. So just make sure you seal it, and there you have how to make a nice magazine envelope. If you have any questions or are struggling with any of those directions during this video, feel free to comment, and one of our counselors here at Bishopswood can get back to you with more directions.
And we'd love to see some creative magazine envelopes that you've put together. So if you have made any with really cool designs on the outside, make sure to send them into the camp email, or you can comment below.
Thanks for joining us.
Bye.
Bye.